Alright guys, I got some pretty big news for you. We're going YouTube full time! Well, I'm not, but Jessica is. Well, technically anyway. I guess anytime you don't have a regular job, but you also have a YouTube channel, you're technically full-time YouTuber. If you're unemployed and all you do is sit on an ass and play video games, technically, you're a full-time gamer. Now, in all seriousness, Jessica's job was not going very well. It was really starting to affect her home life. It was really starting to affect her personally. She was sinking into a pretty deep depression. So we sat down, we talked about it, and we decided the best thing for all of us was for her to go ahead and resign from the position that she had there. You know, it makes things a little tougher, but I don't know. What can you do? What's making things a little tougher versus the overall happiness of your life? And seeing that job literally suck her will to live, I mean, it was killing me as much as it was killing her. With everything that's happened recently, I really think she jumped into that job too fast. First off, it was a high-stress position, and it wasn't what they said it was going to be. I just really think that with everything that happened to Jessica recently with losing her mother, it just wasn't the right time for her to jump into something like that. So we decided she's going to take a few months off and focus on training Grim, our German Shepherd, and focus on herself and getting herself in the right state of mind. And we're fortunate enough that she can do that. And, you know, we'll have to tighten the belt a little bit, but like I said, overall happiness, that's what we're shooting for here. I wasn't kidding about the YouTube channel. You know, I said, hey, if you're going to focus on training Grim and getting him to be the best dog, she's actually going to go ahead and get him in the Schutzen program, which is kind of what like they do with police dogs a little bit. If you're going to focus on that and also focus on getting yourself in a better state of mind and better physical health all at the same time, you ought to document it. So she is going to start a YouTube channel, and she'll have a video up on that by the time this one's released, maybe even a couple videos. The whole documentation thing has worked so well for me, and it's been so cathartic for me. I said, you know what? You should do that for yourself as well. And if you're going to take a few months off, that's just the perfect time to kind of focus on that and show that to the world. So go check it out. It's called The Doghouse. And it's going to be a combination of her journey into getting into a better physical place and a better mental place, and Grim's journey into becoming the best dog that he can be and being a good working dog. Yeah, it makes me happy to see her focus on something creative like that. She's got a very creative mind. And the job that she was at was just absolutely crushing her spirit. And I can't stand to see that. I'm lucky that I have a job that's fun. I look forward to going to work because I get to hang out with all my friends. In fact, a lot of you guys who watch the videos come visit me at the bar. You see how fun it is. And I know not everybody's that lucky. Her job was just really absolutely killing her. And I can't stand to see that because I love her so much. And seeing someone you love be in real pain, you'd do anything in the world to stop that. If you're at all interested in seeing what Jessica has to do and what she can come up with video-wise, I'll have a link down in the description. Go check out The Doghouse and show her a little encouragement. I'd like to see her focus on something positive, you know? And speaking of YouTube and dogs and all that stuff, you guys know I've talked about doing a United States tour a bunch, and obviously if that does happen, it'd be way in the future. But one of the things Jessica and I talk about is that if we were ever to go out and do a tour and see everybody across the United States that we've been talking to for literally years on YouTube, we're not going to do it without our dogs. You know, we want to take our motorcycles because we want to go to different places and ride, and we also want to take our dirt bikes along with the street bikes, and we also want to take our dogs. We have to take all this stuff with us, and as you're seeing all this stuff around here, you'll see what I'm talking about right now. After talking about it for a long time, we realized we're not going to be able to do something like that without an RV. I mean, if we're really going to do something like go across the United States and visit everybody who supported us over the years and ride with everybody across the US, we're gonna have to tow our dirt bikes and tow our bikes and get an RV. Do bikes still have to pay for parking?
Yes, sir.
Do we have to pay for 2 spots? We'll both only take up 1 spot.
I know that, but it doesn't matter. It's 2 pieces.
Man, Granny was showing no love for bikes. Now, I realize that it's a little ridiculous to talk about how Jessica just quit her job and it's time to tighten the belt, and then in the same video go like, hey, we're gonna go look at RVs. But obviously this is something that would happen way in the future. I mean, we're going to look a little bit, but we're halfway just going for fun.
This one's not bad.
Not bad. It's only 110 grand.
See?
Yeah, sit down. Pretend you're taking a shit.
No, you don't do that on the bus.
This one's pretty cool because we can fit the whole crew. We got the dogs on the bottom, somebody up here, and the bed up top. Yeah, right.
Pick one already.
I picked this one. The problem with some of the ones like this is we get in it and we're just like, yeah, it's cool, but we're trying to roll out with the whole crew. You can't, it's basically just fit me and Jess and the dogs and no friends. Let me tell you, Shadetree Army ain't going on tour without the Army. I always see something like this, I'm like, man, when you're marking something down that much, how much could you have actually paid for? Now, let's see what 70 grand gets you. Or 106 grand, marked down to 70 grand. So I'll tell you, the more we get into our actual budget, the less exciting the RVs get. I mean, no, don't get me wrong, this is still exciting, but not as exciting as the other ones. Definitely a little smaller. No actual bed in this one. Just these things that go together. But it is something we could conceivably afford one day. What do you say? You want to roll in the benzo? Jessica likes this because it keeps all
Dirty boys out.
all the dirty boys outside. I get these really big ones, they want to check your credit score before you even get the floor dirty with your feet. Oh, so overland. It's got a winch and everything. All right, found it. Sold, that's the one. This thing is pretty freaking amazing. I gotta tell you, for as impressive as it looks on the outside, a little anticlimactic when you go inside the thing. Now, if money was no option, this would be pretty freaking amazing. Let's go check it out. Oh, it's got the Freightliner front end on this one too. Oh, okay, so you sleep in there. You sleep in there. Or I guess you could sleep up there too. I don't know, man. I want these Freightliner RVs to be cooler than they are, but they're just not that cool inside. I mean, they're cool, trust me, that's really cool, but not that special inside. Look at this thing, and it's sold. That's freaking cool though. It ain't that cool. What? How are you getting 15 grand for that? And somebody paid it. Maybe because it's so light. Maybe you can just pull it with a car or something.
We are celebrating 33 years and is recognized as the greatest RV show on the planet.
What you are looking at here is pure confidence. We thought we were going to come in here and get you some real cool shots of the nice RVs, but Alright, you want to go fog up the windshield on the $1 million RV? This is as close as we'll ever get. Cool. But when you're talking about, and you can even pull a trailer with them if you're going to pull the bikes and everything, when you're talking about going on the road with the dogs, it just seems impossible. And they're cool though. Like the way everything's set up is really neat. I just can't imagine doing it with animals. Man, this is it. This is what you get. Alright, let's see what the price of our house gets us. I don't know if this is going to come out on camera, but the inside of this thing is freak enormous. So we're thinking this one right here is actually our favorite one of the show. It's, you know, cheap. It's still very expensive, but compared to a lot of them, it's pretty affordable. And I like the way the interior is set up more than any of them. Got the dinette over here, the hangout couch, the extra bed for friends. I like that the kitchen is right here. Boom. And I like this because for the dogs, this is kind of perfect. We've got this bed down here that can be where the dogs sleep, and this whole area actually around here, which is right next to our bed. And then if we do have another person, there's a bunk bed on top of here. Although I imagine that would be better just for storage, like helmets and everything like that. But having the bunk bed is kind of crucial for having a dog area. I don't know, what do you think? You wanna?
Oh, I guess I'd...
Yeah, you'll get it?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm sure everybody online is gonna talk a bunch of shit about how don't buy it because it sucks for this reason, but I don't know a lot about RVs, so we're just looking anyway, so what does it matter? It's free to look. Alright, these Freightliners look a little nicer than the Overland ones. Oh, it's got the bunks. Nice.
Oh boy.
Yo. Oh man, yeah. If I had if I had 200 G's. These seats are freaking awesome.
Alright.
Oh, you get to brig. It's got a CB. Sold. It's got a CB. I get to be like a real trucker. Does it have a pull horn? Is that the horn?
No way.
I hope it. That would be so awesome if it was. I'm not gonna lie.
You like it?
This is the one to drive. It's got the real trucker horn up here. Dare me?
No, I do not.
Go ahead, take a seat.
No, it's not there.
Captain invites you aboard.
Stop.
Should have got the Overland.
Ah, well, it doesn't cost anything to dream, right? Well, actually, it kind of does. It costs $22 to dream because that's how much it was to park and get in. $22 to dream. What a bargain. That was cool, though. No, I'm glad we went. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. It's hard to imagine owning something like that. I'll tell you, it's hard to imagine having enough money or being successful enough to own something that nice, but I don't know. It's a goal to work towards. It's important to have goals. So who knows where my life will be or what I will be doing in the next 5 years. But in the next 5 years, one of the goals I'd like to shoot for is owning an RV and going on the Shadetree Surgeon US tour. Hey, stranger things have happened.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails.